Do you ever wake up on your one day off, grab a gas station coffee, and head down to the dock, only to find your Navy patrol boat, your literal government-issued vessel, looking like a kindergarten art project? Yeah, that happened. My name's Wes. Petty Officer First Class U.S. Navy. 12 years and counting. I'm stationed out of Norfolk, but I live inland in a sleepy, HOA-run lakeside community. The kind of place where people think flower pots and tiny flags make them patriots. My house? Modest. Dock? Clean. And the Navy lets me moor my patrol boat out back for training and approved community displays, as long as I log all maintenance and report every use. It was all going fine, until Karen moved in. Karen Thistlebrook, newly divorced, tan like a leather couch, full of strong opinions about visual pollution. She came in hot. First week, she hosted an HOA clean water forum where she blamed my boat for scaring away ducks with toxic vibrations. Week 2, she called the city to file a noise complaint after I ran a low decibel sonar sweep for Navy approval. Week 3, a typed note in my mailbox. Civilian spaces? Lady, I literally swore an oath so you could complain in peace. I laughed it off, told my CO. We both agreed. She sounded like a bored hobby tyrant. But then, it escalated. Saturday morning, I'm walking to the dock in my Crocs, Dunkin' coffee in one hand, wrench in the other. Routine maintenance when I see it. Bright orange spray paint across the hull. My navy gray patrol boat, its ID number now covered in graffiti. I froze. Just stood there blinking. Maybe the coffee hadn't kicked in yet. Maybe I was hallucinating a hate crime against fiberglass. But no, it was real. Real paint, real message, real felony. And here's the kicker. Karen left the paint can right there on the dock, with her name on it, I swear to God. Stickered with her craft brand, Karen's coastal colors, sunset orange. I called base command immediately. They sent a mobile security unit within 2 hours. Meanwhile, I paced, stomach turning, trying not to lose it. That boat? She'd been to 2 continents, done rescue drills, helped after hurricanes. She was part of Navy outreach, teaching high schoolers about maritime service. This wasn't a lake toy. It was federal property. And Karen? She didn't even flinch. When they knocked on her door, she came out in yoga pants, sunglasses, sipping from one of those but first coffee mugs and said, then she tried spinning it into an environmental statement. The Navy destabilizes lake tranquility and evokes the violence of empire. I don't even know what that means. But the Navy did. They filed a vandalism report on federal property, damage to government equipment under Title 18, and the HOA president, who'd tried to stay neutral, nearly choked when he saw my dock cam footage, crystal clear video of Karen walking up, shaking the can, and tagging my boat like it was a subway tunnel. Now she had both the Navy and the HOA after her. That $250,000 fine? Very real. Because repainting a federal boat isn't like buffing out a scratch on your Camry. It's regulated paint, with specialized anti-radar coating. They had to haul her to a naval yard, dry dock her, recoat her under supervision, and file reports up the chain. The quote alone? $184,000, add fines, contractor fees, labor, total, over $250K. Karen claimed it was a mistake, said she thought it was my personal boat, that she didn't know it was official. Really? The hull number was right there. There's literally a Department of the Navy sticker on the side. The judge didn't buy it. Yep, she went to court. Not criminal court. Yet. But civil litigation and federal claims kicked off immediately. Her lawyer argued moral outrage over military presence in a residential zone. But our HOA bylaws explicitly allow military craft at docks if approved, which mine was, in writing, twice. Her defense? Expression of dissent. The judge? And here's the part that really got her canceled. It went viral. Some Navy spouse with a massive Instagram reposted the dock cam video. Then veterans groups joined in. Then the local news. Spray painted the Navy trended for 2 days. Someone even made merch. My brother, a Marine sniper, sent me a shirt that says, "Karen hates boats." But it wasn't just jokes. People showed up. Veterans came to the lake. A local Boy Scout troop offered to repaint the dock. The HOA held an emergency meeting. Karen showed up and got booed out by the same retirees who usually argue about grass length. Her house? On the market within a month. Listed as quiet lakefront living, no boat noise. My ass. And me? I got a commendation from the Navy for keeping my cool, not escalating, just following protocol. But I also got something else. Respect. From neighbors who'd never spoken a word. From young families whose kids I'd taught to tie knots on that boat. From strangers online who said this reminded them why they served. Karen tried to deface a symbol, and in doing so, she only proved its worth. So now tell me, was that $250,000 fine justice or not enough? Should intent matter when the damage is real? What would you have done if someone spray painted your flag, your ship, your service? Let's talk about it in the comments.